When observers are already discontent with whatever is happening, when the process is just kicking off, do you think there are critical aspects that the Electoral Commission seems to be ignoring?
Of course, if the Electoral Commission ignores observers and credible observers, I must say to Julius and I must say to the Commission that it is a waste of time. He has said the people who will observe the election are citizens of this country. So the citizen observers, me, Charity, I'm a Ugandan, born in Uganda, with blood flowing in me as a Ugandan. The ordinary people who are in civil society organizations are Ugandans. So he should not insinuate.
You never met the benchmarks.
He should not insinuate at any point that it's going to be observed by Ugandans who know and have seen the process from beginning to the end without thinking that we are Ugandans. We are, Julius. And we have every right on the
Maybe you're disqualified on political grounds.
We might be disqualified on political grounds, which he has not said. He has not said that we'll be disqualified on political grounds.
No, it's one of the key benchmarks.
What I found most ridiculous is for him to say it will be observed by Ugandans, as if insinuating, I am a Kenyan, I am a Nigerian, I am a Ugandan, and as much interested as any other person. So, of course, no, I'm not taking anything personal. I told you that when it comes to issues of observation, principle, and looking at the electoral process and looking at the democracy as a whole and improving the democracy, it does matter to voices that have existed to contribute to the goodness and to the growth of their country. So what I want you to consider
You're going to come in.
The observers who will meet the criteria will be accredited. That is for sure. Observer groups that meet the criteria will be accredited to observe these elections. That is
who sets the criteria?
And domestic observer groups domestic observer groups constituted by Ugandans. That is one. That is one. So that is number one. But it's also true that Ugandan citizens will be observing their own elections. That is number two. And there is no contradiction. I do not see where Charity gets the contradiction to say that there will be domestic organized observer groups, both domestic and international, one, and that Ugandans will also observe their elections as an additional component. I do not see the contradiction. What do you see as the contradiction there, Charity?
Are you asking me a question? I've told you, my friend.
I've said.
Julius,
I have said.
Okay, you listen to me now. Julius, ideally, what I've told you is that even civil society organizations that have applied for this accreditation to work together in consortiums are Ugandans. So we are saying that to be able to improve processes, and you know it, that elections are a process that involves many stakeholders. And you know that the Constitution does provide for civil society organizations to contribute to the democracy and growth of their country. It does not single out some organization and leave out some other organizations. So my request, and this has been my request all through from the beginning, allow us to work as a group. You can scrutinize the group. That has always happened. It happened in 2016, it happened in 2001, it happened in 2006, it happened in 2021, but in 2021 you took a U-turn on most of us and said we don't know those people. I hope this time round that the ones whom you accredit, because you love them, the ones that you're going to choose to accredit. And I hope you can also...
So they have the liberty to choose?
The law allows Electoral Commission. The law...
So does it give them unnecessary latitude?
It gives them the mandate. It is theirs. The choice is theirs on who can observe and who can't observe.
Yeah, but Julius, most critically, is the question around stakeholder involvement. There were complaints, for instance, from the National Inter-Platform about the vetting of signatures, and they were saying, Why aren't stakeholders who are critical, key to this exercise, allowed to participate in the process? Why is the Electoral Commission enjoying a lot of exclusivity and kicking out key players?
Simon, I can assure you that all those that were successfully nominated, all those who submitted their signatures have faith in the electoral process and the Electoral Commission to undertake the verification of those signatures as mandated in the law. I mean, I do not know when you suggest or what you are suggesting that those who submit signatures should be the ones to verify themselves. Are you suggesting that when you submit yourself to an examination by UNEB, you will ask the examiners to ask you to go and sit with the UNEB, the people marking the exam, and they say, can we agree together that this answer is correct or this answer is not? You see, transparency is important, and we endeavor as the Commission to always be transparent. And that is why political actors, candidates, aspirants come to the Commission. It's because they actually trust that the Commission indeed does what it has to do professionally and in accordance with the law. But you see, to what extent do you want the person submitting signatures for verification to go in verifying themselves? If anybody, and we have said this, and the Commission has said this, if anybody who feels that the verification report that was provided to them does not reflect what they believe is the result they got, let them bring their complaint to the Commission. The Commission has powers to hear it.
Well, Julius,
student
I'll hold you there. We need to take a very short break.
His or her own examiner and determine what answer is right or wrong.
Julius, we'll take a very short break, and certainly when we return, we'll be handling the aspects of transparency. Is the process transparent thus far? Good morning.